And while there's so many great teams, guys, I think the bigger story right now is that some of the stadiums aren't ready yet. And there is a real big concern that when this starts, some stadiums will not be ready to host some of these games. And then you've got to worry about protests and demonstrations.
Yeah, I guarantee that they will be ready. Brazil is one of the top economic nations in the world. They've turned their economy around. They're very serious. They have an incredible infrastructure. I say that the press is making more of a big deal. I know Justin Bieber, and I'm just going to use the same analogy.
Sure.
Justin Bieber is his own worst enemy, and here's the press, here's the headlines, with all the shit that's going on in the world, with all the tragedy and crap that's going on, Justin Bieber is charged, or allegedly charged, with theft, with he's trying to perpetuate a theft. Now, you think he's going to bank robbery, you think he's got to mask him and his dad with a gun. All it is he was pissed off because somebody's taking pictures during him playing baseball and tried to confiscate the girl's cell phone. But the press has a way to titillate and sensationalize even the most minute things.
Frank.
I'm willing to bet the farm that the Brazilians will be absolutely ready. You know, the Russians were completely condemned before the Olympics that there was going to be a mess, and they did a great job.
Frank, this has the ability to make Sochi look like it was run like a Swiss watch. There are people, World Cup organizers, calling it an absolute disaster already. The stadiums are not completed yet. There are protests on the ground. You can laud the Brazilian economy all you want. All that money is staying at the government level, and all the tax dollars being poured into these events and these new stadiums. The people on the ground are very, very upset right now. The favelas there's still an extreme poverty cause happening in Brazil right now. The people on the ground aren't happy, and the people, even the World Cup organizers, aren't happy at the way the Brazilians have carried out or have not carried out preparations for this World Cup. Could they conceivably turn it all around in the next month? Perhaps, but I wouldn't want to put my dollar there.
I would put my dollars on there because they're a very proud nation. They're a great nation, and they have the resources to do it. And yes, there is still a very large populace of poverty, unfortunately, as there is in North America, as there is in all parts of the world, except it's more masked in North America than it is in Brazil. But we're all in the same boat. There's a lot of poverty everywhere. We're very lucky in Canada because of our social programs that it's almost impossible. It's almost impossible, but it is possible to be homeless and on the street. But I'm not going to dwell on the political aspect and all that crap. I wanted to talk about the soccer aspect, and I'm telling you that I think that this year, because it's in Brazil, and the Brazilians have always had an incredible, they have had superstars like Pele, they've had some great stars all the time in Brazil. I'm saying that this year Brazil is going to be the team to beat. They're playing in their home nation. It's going to be absolutely crazy, and I'm picking them to win the World Cup, even though I'm Italian, and we're hoping for the Italians. And if the Canadians were in there, I'd hope for the Canadians.